right. Welcome, guys, to the Battle of the Backseat 2 casting of these games that just happened last night with OLAZAIKA versus GOUDAARK. You have myself, Benitto Burrito, and BIRA over on the right. And we're going to be playing some games. Hope you guys are doing great today. It's a nice day here. I'm up in Canada, and can't really complain all that much, but I'm sure everyone wants to get into the games here. So, but just before we get into the games, as you can see with OLAZAIKA, we have SYRAZAIKA, who is an 1100, with OLADUSHEK at 2035, backseating her. And we have Cheta 2208, who's a 1086, being backseated by the 1916 ELO Noah. So there should be some very interesting games. I had my run-in when I was playing with Key. I was backseating Key against OLAZAIKA, so I know they're a force to be reckoned with. So we'll see how this game turns out. Any comments, any predictions, Bira?
Not at all. I've seen some games from these both players, but I think it would be really balanced. The details will define now. We're heading over two great backseaters too, so that's it. Let's see what happens.
For sure, for sure. All right, so we're going to pop on over to the stream. Bira, do you have the game ready to go on your end so that we can start at the same time?
Yeah, I do have. I'm starting. I'm letting it post until you can start too.
All right, so we are ready to go. And I'm going to start now. All right.
Yeah, I started too.
So, typical start with blue. Trying to get this deer in. Same with red here. We'll speed it up just a little bit.
Let me know the time that you stop speeding up.
For sure, for sure. So I'm just on 2x for the first minute and a half here. Still going a little bit quicker.
Scouts going for the scouting.
All right. So not too much happening right now, but we can see that they are both getting all of their early resources.
Yep.
Bringing in the boars, bringing in the deer, getting walled up. I'm interested to see what SYRAZAIKA does this time around, because in all of the previous matches that I have seen, their team has done some kind of rush play, some kind of like really intense gameplay. So,
yep.
But look at the berries, very good, very good. Mongols taking advantage of that hunt bonus.
Oh, I needed to start capturing just a second. I don't
Yep.
know what happened. Maybe some update.
No problem.
Yeah,
I'll,
good enough. Okay.
I'll slow it down just a little bit. So, we've got...
You think that's good?
Yep, and I'm at 7 minutes and 50 seconds at this current point. So I do think the game is a little loud. I'm just going to adjust the game here. Just a little bit. So it's not too loud.
I think we're gonna see some early aggression from both sides.
I find on this map, Caves, it's really interesting because, oh, look at this pole here. 2 boars from the middle cave.
Zacharimo.
Yep.
That's a huge play for the Mongols here. Oh, keep that villager walking.
Oh, almost died.
Beating bad.
Oh, man.
Great.
Still pulling them in. On my end, I'm still pulling them in.
Oh, villager.
Oh, she's losing them. Oh, man.
Yeah.
This is tough. Oh, no. Oh, she lost a bill.
It's not good.
Oh, man. That's going to hurt a little bit for Blue here.
Yeah.
Syrizaika with a 3 Vil lead on Cheta. And Cheta going for that super aggressive boar lure. If he wouldn't have put that villager in the TC, kept it walking along, I think he could have had those 2 boar. But he did bring in 1.
Yeah, it was a risky move.
It was a very risky move. Going in for 2 boar, super far, when he still has another boar in his base. But
Yep. Oh, we see a mining camp coming from Syrizaika now.
yes, we do. Stone mining camp as the Burgundians. So it looks like
Yep.
she's going to be going a kind of a castle rush type build. Maybe a castle drop into some kind of supporting unit. I'm not sure.
Yep.
Very walled off. Syrizaika not taking any chances with any of any early raids, any early aggression.
I would expect Burgundians going for the knights and then the upgrade because they upgrade the castle age. But that might not be what we see, or even a defensive castle and that strategy.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see what Syrizaika does this game. I mean, she took the she's doing the long Dark Age with a 26 Vils in Dark Age, going up to feudal, just about to feudal now. But on the other side, Cheta is already almost a quarter of the way to castle. So
Yep.
and it does look like Syrizaika is getting down her market and her blacksmith very quickly to be able to kind of rush right up to castle as well. Just a little bit short on gold, but I'm sure that she'll make enough here in the next minute to fulfill the requirements.
Yeah, she will. And with the view lead.
Yep. With a Vil lead indeed. However, that does mean that Cheta is going to be up a whole minute and a half faster than Syrizaika. So the question is, what will Cheta do with that extra time running into Castle Age?
That stone mining is a little bit weird from Syrizaika too.
Yeah, so the villagers, they're saying, you know what? I want to take the long way around. I want to take the scenic route to go get the stone. Oh, there they are. They've readjusted now.
Maybe turn up BIRA voice level. Okay, let
It's
me
like
try it.
the grass is always greener on the other side of the stone. But all right, and it looks like Cheta is gone up to double TC. So he is doing a castle age boom with the Mongols. Town center on the stone, probably for a defensive castle. Or town center between the gold and the wood. Very nice.
Can you
And
hear me better now, guys? Am I just in microphone?
might have to turn you up a little bit on my end here, BIRA. Try that now. Can you guys hear BIRA?
Yes, testing sound.
There.
Better?
I've turned you all the way up on Discord, so that should help with everyone hearing you,
Oh, okay.
BIRA.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is a very interesting play from Syrizaika compared to all of her previous games. Stonewalling up with the extra stone, so no castle. One town center here, probably another town center coming in a moment. So, but I will say it does look like Cheta has the eco lead, given the fact that he has 2 TCs up already and have gone into Castle Age really quick. I won't discount the fact, though, that Syrizaika already has Bow Saw and Heavy Plow. But at the same time, it does look like the Mongol player also has Bosa and Heavy Plow, so they're
Yep.
bit of a Vil lead
And they
for
have
Cheddar.
both 3TC now. Yep. Cheddar turned up the Billy.
So this is more of a peaceful game than I expected out of the group from BoBT2. I'm very much used to seeing the very aggressive play, but I'm curious, will we see a Flemish revolution with the Burgundians? Will we see the Mongol hordes? Again, these villagers, they love taking the scenic route for the stone. Just
Lekker
Tommy's Bull just said a boom game. I think we will see a boom game. And what do you think it wins? Mongols or Burgundians with the boom game?
well, it depends on all the timing, right? Burgundians have a really good boom, and once they get the Burgundian vineyards, that can really help with their gold income. But at the same time, Mongols, they have that early hunt bonus, so it gets them up the ages super quick, and we saw that already. Cheddar with a 9 Vil lead on, or 10 Vil lead on BoBT2 right now. So, and a 4th TC coming down from Cheddar now. So. He's only gonna create a bigger gap on those villagers.
And which troop combination you think we will see?
It is a boom game, Domus. It is a boom game. So I think from the Burgundian player, if I was a Burgundian player fighting the Mongols, I would probably go for absolute trash. Like Skirm and Haub, or potentially Skirm and Paladin. Cheaper Paladin upgrades. So, but definitely Skirm is going to be in there if I'm fighting the Mongols. Absolutely. Because the Mongol cavalry, like Mongol Hussar are very, very good in terms of their HP, but their camels just aren't the most amazing because they're missing that last armor upgrade. So that's why I think even if they went Paladin and didn't go Halbs, they'd still be okay. But definitely think Skirm is probably going to be needed if the Mongol player does go for the castle, which I think he is, given how many villagers are on stone.
Timo.
Currently at 22 minutes, BIRA. I'm not sure if you're at that mark as well. But
Yep, I'm at that mark as well.
currently a 4th TC now by BoBT2. The Vil lead is slightly increasing with Cheddar. Up to 71 versus 59. We've got BoBT2 going for the relics, but we could see an encounter with this monk. Let's see. Are they going to kiss? And they kissed. Oh, and there it is. The monk said, "You know what? I might try to convert him," but she said, "No, I don't think I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna try to go for those relics."
Yep, I don't think he saw it.
I don't think he saw it either. I think that was just a scout. Go to the edge, see what you can see. Come back to my eco. I'm gonna keep on making more and more farms. And farms he has. He's got quite a few farms. BoBT2's scout is currently
41 farms.
yes.
41 farms for
Quite a-
Cheddar and 30 to BoBT2.
Quite a few farms. Let's see here.
Yep, I think Cheddar is winning the boom. It's been a lot better for him.
Yep, and we
That
have
was a
seen
good
we
one.
have
Not
seen a
great,
longer
last one.
TC idle time from TC idle eco and idle TC from BoBT2. So it but four TCs now? 4 TCs now, yeah. 4 TCs now from BoBT2. 5th TC coming down from Cheddar. Cheddar just seems to be 1 TC ahead at every step of the way. And we are seeing a bit of a bit more of an eco gap between the two players. But BoBT2 is getting relics and a trapped monk in the cave. This monk, he's like, where do I go? Oh, where do I go? This is a dilemma. He's like, the scout is here to protect, but he's doing a little too good of a job protecting this monk. How many times will this monk repeat the same action back and forth in the cave? One more time, one more time, one more time. And bounced again. Castle going up from Cheddar. Cheddar, I think, is feeling...
About skirmishers and bike with... Oh, okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think Chedda's looking pretty good, but what was your question?
Yeah, I think what you said about bikes and skirmishers is a really good move to counter, to react, because we have limited access to gold here, so all the base are like 4 pieces only, and they're far away from your base. You need troops, you need castles, and base your army on Mangadai early is good for the attack. You might get that monk.
I think that Mangudai is gonna snipe that monk. The monk was finally freed from his prison in the caves, and he is going to lose his life carrying the relic of his people. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
And it looks like, yeah, Bloodlines, Ballistics, and Imperial Age are coming in. It looks like Pikeman, Cavalier, and Imperial Age are coming in for Syrazaika as well. So it doesn't look like Skirm and Cavalier. It's Spear and Cavalier from Syrazaika.
And we see troops going ahead.
And I do think, yeah, it looks like forward archery range. That's probably to get the archery range upgrades. We are in Imp with Red, and she is kind of just getting ready to look out. Alright, and both teams are in Imperial Age. Forward Castle coming down from blue. A little bit risky given the lack of troops and the especially compared to Syrazaika, but we will see.
He's gonna be the villagers. Oh, it's gonna be a massacre. It's gonna be.
Oh wow, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be very tough for Cheddar. He came a little unprepared.
Yeah, but those vills building the castle, he could trap them there and like protect for the castle to go up.
Although it doesn't look like Syrazaika's noticed that the castle is going up.
What? It is going to go up, and she sold the castle.
It is. More villagers are going to survive than I first anticipated. And it looks like blue is switching into camel.
And we see a red castle, more defensive one.
See, I'm not a huge fan of the camel switch, especially considering that there's pikes on the field. So, because it's going to be pike and cavalier versus CA and camel. Honestly, and I know the Mongols don't get how. I almost would have rather saw how pikes with the Mangudai versus the cavalier camel or cavalier pike.
It's funny because we don't see any traps coming.
No traps yet. This is looking like it's gonna be a bit of a ground military war before Siege gets out.
Yeah.
Both bases have quite good booms. Arguably, Cheddar has a bit of a better boom than Syrazaika, given the Vil gap, but a 32 Vil.
Castle going up.
Another castle.
Another castle.
This Mangudai is really not doing him any favors. Dancing on the foundation there. Oh, and we have Heavy Camel. Heavy Camel versus Paladin Pike. This is gonna be tough. Paladin how? Cheddar might have the Vil lead, but I think oh, and you know what? This battle's going a little differently than I first thought it would.
Castle's up.
Castle's up. Syrazaika's probably feeling the pinch. 2 trebs coming out from Syrazaika. Still no trebs from Cheddar. So, Cheddar making some good moves. The score gap is widening.
And we have Siege coming, finally.
We do. And you know what? I know I said before that I would have rather saw Pike and then Camels, but I guess if you get the numbers out, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You get those numbers out, and the numbers matter. So lots of heavy camel from Cheddar. Missing a few upgrades.
Symbolic never made the upgrade from the infantry, so that really hurt the battle.
Yeah, Symbolic has only +1 on her infantry right now. No armor on her infantry.
No defense, no armor, yeah.
Yeah, so that I think that actually is making a massive difference because these pikes are just getting eaten by the Mangudai.
Yeah, castle down. Now it's really bad for Symbolic.
Yeah. Cheddar looking pretty strong right now, guys. Cheddar played the boom game, and he played the boom game better than the Burgundians. Another back castle coming in from Symbolic. Hussars now in from Cheddar. Oh, Symbolic just got in the scale mail armor. You know what? I think I hate to say this. I'd love to see a Flemish Revolution to try to clean this up, but I know that would be detrimental to Symbolica's eco because there's just like no recovery from that. And they call the GG.
Yeah.
And they call GG.
It's
wow.
GG. Well played, Cheddar.
Well played. Well played, both players. That was a fairly quick game, honestly.
It was. This map I would expect more game. Game time was 35 minutes, Hypnos. 37 minutes, 0.25.
So I think we saw here, the biggest thing I noticed was the military. Symbolic had a bigger early military, but she just wasn't able to keep the production up, and Cheddar was able to actually outmass military faster, at a faster rate, a little later on, than Symbolic was able to mass up. And again, I think that's just attributable to the fact that Cheddar had just a better eco, so he was able to put more into the military. We can kind of see here.
I totally agree with you, man. That was made the difference. Those upgrades too. And the view lead, we saw a turnover when he went 3TC, so he was up earlier. That all made difference.
Yep. I think as well, like you said, the Halbs that had no armor. Oh man, if those Halbs would have at least had the Castle Age armor, I think they would have lasted a lot longer than they did. They just had no armor.
Yeah, totally.
But no, good game, guys. Good game. We are, let's see here. So far, OLAZAIKA and GOUDAARK. GOUDAARK is up a point. So, looking good for them right now. Any predictions for the next game, BIRA? Do you think that OLAZAIKA is going to bring it back to a game 3?
Yep, it could, but if I would blindly look at the ELO and the civilizations that they pick, I would say that Malay has a big advantage there. It's you know what, going up earlier and the fishing going in the beginning. Georgians, it's a really good civ. It's versatile, but if we blindly look, Malays have the favor here.
Yeah, I definitely think Malay has a bit more of an advantage on the water map than the Georgians. And just for the audience, it is Watering Hole is the next map that we're going to be casting here. Cheddar as Malay versus Symbolic as the Georgians. And we'll get right into that game in just a moment. All right. Just loading up the game now.
Did you start?
And I'll let you know once I start. All right, so I'm paused at 5 seconds. I'm gonna bring this over to capture age once again. Alrighty. And I think
Yeah,
what we'll
I'm
do,
ready.
because I noticed that we're constantly floating, so I'm gonna bring us down a little bit, BIRA. There we go. That might look a little bit better for the viewers. Alrighty. Let's get
Alright.
game 2 underway. I'm hitting start. And I am going to go on 2x speed for the first 5 minutes so that you can do that as well, BIRA.
Okay.
So just get Dark Age going through a little bit quicker because, as we know, Dark Age is fun when you're playing it, but Dark Age is still a little slow when you're watching it.
Totally.
But big thing with this map,
And we have a double war.
we have lots of food on this map again. I have to say, great job. Kudos to Opponent of Souls for these maps. They are very, very balanced, very interesting to see the gameplay. Lots of opportunities for interesting strategies, especially this map. I think there's a lot of opportunity for interesting strategies on this map. I'm excited to see what the Georgians do.
We can do some. Oh, it's a transport ship. Oh, look. I've advanced it too much, I think.
I think you may have advanced it a little bit too much. Still on 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Well, we have a little bit of a minute ahead spoiler. There's going to be a transport ship, but we don't know from who yet. So, both docks are coming up. I have a feeling, though, that it might be from the symbolic, just because I was burned. By I mean me and Key were both burned by a transport ship, early transport that came over from symbolic to block off one of our potential fishing spots. So I'm curious if they employ that exact same strategy again, or if it's going to be Cheddar who does that to them. But we'll see. Currently on 6 minutes. And so far, it looks like symbolic is matching the eco. We'll see who goes up quicker. My guess is the Malay. Oh, but we do have a transport ship in queue from symbolic.
Yep, that's what I saw.
And there's the transport ship. We will see if/when it gets used. Bringing in an elephant. Very nice. Almost lost. The Billy. Alright, I am at 8 minutes.
What I do like about this map are those shenanigans strategies. You can go for a transport ship, you can go chop the wood, you can go fort castle, you can go lots of things.
Yep. Oh, so she's a little bit too late with that transport. He got both docks out faster than symbolic was able to get the... It's over. But symbolic made it up to feudal faster than Cheddar did. Very interesting, considering Cheddar is the Malay. But the Malay does have a 5-vil lead. That eco lead. And that's just...
into a fast castle, maybe?
So we might see... Oh! A little harassment here. I'm going to start slowing this down to normal speed again. It's 11 minutes and 15 seconds at present. So we have 2 fire ships fighting each other. Bit of a water war, if you will.
Oh, I love
Tower coming down from symbolic to help protect her water.
it. And we have a kill.
Early tower. Lots on gold, lots on wood. 2 villagers, man and woman,
Oh, not a kill.
hoping to get married in their brand new house. Nah, they decided to mine the gold on the other side. But, nope. Tower is going up. Demo out. I'd love to see some good demo action. So far,
Galleys will not
all of
make
the
it back to
ships.
demo. Oh, look at that.
I haven't seen anything quite yet. I'm on 13 minutes right now. I think we might be speeding by each other here and there. And a nice little bada boom.
Yep, that's what I saw.
So I'm-
pausing for like 20 seconds just to synchronize.
Yep. It's a lot easier to synchronize live games than it is recordings, but that's okay. That's alright.
I am on 14 minutes now. I think it's better.
Yep, I'm on 14 minutes, 14:04 right now. So I think we're pretty close.
Yeah.
So it does look like third dock coming out from the Malay player. Yeah. So he will end up getting water advantage if he does keep on creating those fire galleys. I will say Cheddar is got fills in the queue, constant food coming in. Lots of fishing ships. More fishing ships than Syrizaika are current. I would really like to see Syrizaika load a villager in that transport and just get a villager in a transport over to this side.
That's what I was expecting this whole time.
I mean, she's got Loom, and she's got the extra Vil. She's got just as many fire ships, a little bit more.
Oh,
But-
she's aligning the ships.
I will say, Cheddar looks like he's in a good position to go straight to castle now.
It's a fight. Going for the fishing ships.
Going for the fishing
And
ships.
the demo.
Oh, the demo!
didn't do much
Oh,
damage.
man. Did some good damage,
Another
but not a ton of
one,
damage.
another one,
This,
and boom. Wow.
boom! There we go. Wow, this was a good fight. Good fight for Syrizaika. However, I will say, it does look like Cheddar, if he just balanced his eco out, I think he sees that. He's like, I need to balance my eco out. It's building a market. He could go straight to Castle Age. But Syrizaika is on her way to Castle. She already built the market. She already balanced her eco.
Yeah, Cheddar lost his point there. So many floating resources.
He did. And Cheddar also has the unfortunate mishap of a fire ship being land barged. He's just visiting.
Nice, yeah. Oh, Benitto, it's gonna be awesome, man.
Oh, and the fire ship is attacking the scout.
Oh, the fire ship from Cheddar is blocked behind the dock, man. That's not.
Cheddar has got 1, 2, 5 fire ships just about out, and it does not look like Syrizaika is making any. Oh no, she is. She's got 2 more on the way. So they'll. And we have a barracks, a landed barracks from Syrizaika.
That's gonna be so fun.
My-
So much fun.
My only critique for Syrizaika here would have been get the barracks down in your base, get the stable down in the enemy's base. That way you're not trying to
Yeah.
risk having villagers building a barracks and it be a building that you're not going to actually use. Because Georgians are cavalry civ. But,
Yeah, it was functional.
again,
They managed to go up earlier because of their bonus.
yeah.
That could be a turnover.
It actually does, yeah.
Yeah.
So the bonus really helped the Malay player here. And Syrizaika's not really paying that much attention. Oh no, Syrizaika's going for a church. She's gonna church the docks. This is crazy.
Oh man, this is crazy. Yeah.
I love it.
Let's remember, the church only works with villagers to throw arrows. So 2
Yeah.
villagers.
Well, it'd be about as good as a tower. She hops in. If she hops in. And now we have fire ships versus fire ships.
Conversions. In case you want to go elephants, she can go straight to monks. Yeah, straight to monks. Rally control.
Mule cart. Now, what's the mule cart for? Is my question. Oh.
That's interesting.
And it looks like Cheddar has gained a little bit of water supremacy once again. He was under a lot of fire.
Yep.
Another boom. Another boom. Oh. That was a missed boom. Oh, but the boom's turning around. Oh, man. The monk is converting the fire ships. That's crazy.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
So far, 44 eco to 35. Go get that relic.
Redemption.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, how exactly.
Yeah, convert the docks, convert the docks. Oh man.
Oh.
Georgians do have good monastery. I think they have almost a full monastery if I'm not mistaken. But
He's lost. He has
this water is so much back and forth. Neither are getting any fish. None of them have fishing ships. They're all just going full damage. And that scout deletes the scout after a monk kill. Very smart play by Cheddar.
Yep.
Potential transport or potential fire ship conversion underway. There we go.
Yep.
But I'm afraid that ram. Are there knights on the way? 2 stables, but no production. Oh, there's the knights.
For the buildings. Those rams will die to villagers, and she could convert. That's what I would do. Convert the ram.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't have redemption yet. But there's light cav, and the light cav might kill these villagers if Syrazaika is not careful enough. Bring this knight down. There we go. Very, very good. Very good. Syrazaika's eco is taking advantage of the land. I'll put it that way. And what I mean by that is there's one farm, one lonely farmer tilling the fields, doing his best, while everyone else does things like berry picking and gold mining. On the other hand, Cheta is very eco-focused, has 2 TCs up, playing very defensively, bringing in his base to be very nice and tight, making sure he's walled, making sure that there's no way in that these knights can get in. A monastery himself to convert knights. Cheta is showing some very strong defensive play already fairly early on. But we'll see if the monk knights can take this out. I really think that Syrazaika...
You need upgrades on your troops.
Syrazaika needs upgrades on her troops, at least the first armor, and she also, I think, needs, before another monastery, I think she needs a siege workshop, honestly. That or redemption.
Another church?
But...
Another church?
Another church. I mean, personally, I would have put the church even right here, like along here, and then that way you could potentially range some of this wood. But of course, and this is all that Cheta can see.
That's bad for Cheta.
It is, but Syrazaika needs to take advantage of the fact that the docks are falling.
Exactly. And another conversion. She converted like 3 or 4 fire ships already.
So, oh, and no, Syrazaika does have redemption now. She's now trying to convert all the docks, but also destroy them at the same time. But what I will say is Syrazaika just needs to get some fishing ships out, bolster her eco. There she goes. She's getting fishing ships out now. Very good. Lots of houses. But the score is super close. Cheta took his...
I don't see any movement from Cheta.
Cheta...
He should be trying to get the land back.
Well, I don't think he should because, I mean, he's got a lot of space down here to expand. He's got another gold pit, 2 more stone pits, another gold pit. I mean, if he could just kind of play this out, if he's able to just kind of moderate the damage in the front of his base, not invest too heavily in it, keep Syrazaika kind of overextended, I think he can bring this back with another kind of boom. And I'm seeing that he's got another 12 vill lead on Syrazaika. That seems to be his strength. He's very good at defending and booming.
he could get to Imperial late really quick and chop the wood and attack the land.
That's true.
Let's see.
I think priority number one for Cheetah, though, would be to take out this forward base. Once he takes out the forward base, then that leaves Syrozaika to scramble, try to rebuild military in the back, because she has no military in the back of her base. Lots of lazies, though.
Yeah. Oh,
And it looks like
he lost all-
Cheetah is getting revenge, converting the fire ships again.
Indeed.
Oh, those fires take out rams so fast.
Oh, conversion's coming. Oh, they can reach the ram right now.
Oh, this is looking a little bit tough for Syrozaika right now. Oh, here comes galleys. And a forward castle from Cheetah. On the water.
Interesting.
That should deter a whole lot.
And more conversions.
No, I think Cheetah takes this front. He takes the water back with that castle.
Yeah.
Syrozaika also got her eyes on getting a castle up as well. Just depends on where at. I think it might be a little bit too late for her to get a castle in this base, considering that she's only got 2 vills here. However,
Oh, look at the views. Cheetah doesn't see, but she has 2 vills going further on the base.
yeah, I think she's trying to see what she can get with them. Because Cheetah has got a knight patrolling around.
Yeah, but he didn't see. I just changed the view from his perspective. He didn't see anything. That's interesting. He is searching for something and not finding anything.
Shift plus right click on player units or buildings to change play. There we go. So this is what we can see from Syrozaika so far. Building a castle. Oh, she is building a castle!
With 2 villagers, man.
2 villagers getting that castle. That's a big risk, but you know what? There's gonna be some big reward if she gets it off. And now she's getting some eco built into her base. But ah, man, Cheetah's got such a massive eco lead again. He's managed to do it. He's managed to get, you know, 3 TCs. All of them running. He's taking advantage of all the eco on this bottom right half of the map. Syrozaika with 2 TCs.
Yeah, I don't like the placement of the TCs from Syrozaika because, you know, one trap from the outside could easily take that down.
Yeah, that is a riskier TC. I would have preferred to see one maybe between these 2 resources. You know, over here where this church kind of currently is, but that's okay. I will say, Cheetah is set up very, very comfortably with 4 docks being guarded by this castle. He's starting to get a couple of fishy ships out again.
Yeah.
Almost to imp.
And oh, that's so bad for Syrozaika. The castle was almost up and now is dead.
Wow, it got denied. No way. Oh, man. 78%. 78%, and it's a doubt castle. This is what I said. It's really risky to do something like that with 2 vills. Like, man. Cheetah's an imp.
One at Imperial Age.
Cheetah's grabbing fast fire ship. Cheetah's gonna come in with a raging force of fast fires. I betcha if he gets chemistry, he might go for bombard boat as well.
Yeah, the cannon galleys could be the best weapon there. It would take down TC, fortified turrets, docks, everything.
Great TC placement by Syrozaika.
And the outposts. Those buildings, they are so neglected by many people, but they are great there because you see everything that's going on the other side. I think the backseating played a real big role there.
I do too. And I think Cheetah's backseater Noah, he was probably like, make sure you're scouting around your base. Those villagers were kind of hiding. They're doing something and we don't like it, so find out. And he found out. I will say this could be very fun seeing how many demo ships symbolica's got. 5 demos versus 10 fast fires. I'm keeping my eye on this.
The count from symbolic is really bad right now. Only 74 villagers, while Cheddar is with 113 villagers.
113 to 79. Again, there's that 30 vil gap. Okay, and symbolic is now putting a castle down on the waterfront. And we will get to see some action here with the demos.
Yeah. Another mistake. She could go in. She's not in.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
Wow, what a comeback.
Very nice.
What a comeback. Cannon Galleons can easily take the castle down right now.
Yeah, and that's, yeah, and the cannon galleons are in the queue.
Yep.
This Doubt Castle is still alive with 400 HP left.
I would even take those fire ships out of the queue just to bring the cannon galleons and then.
Yeah, Cheddar has a lot of fire ships already. You know, 15 of them compared to three demos in one. I think he's feeling pretty safe. I think he's just got to get these cannon. Oh, elite cannon galleon coming in. And cannon galleons coming in. Alright. Now all he needs to do is just get cannon galleons in all of his stuff. BIRA slams reading pro player.
There's one interesting thing I want you to check. Both players have accessible boards.
Epic Games. Epic Games. So, check one thing. What was that?
The boars. I mean, they could easily take those boars that are on the borders.
She could.
Forget. Yeah.
I think that's the thing. I think the players will tend to forget. Their focus is kind of elsewhere right now. But these cannon galleons, look at the range on these cannon galleons. 15 range, taking out these docks. Oh, question is, will the demos take the cannon galleons?
Another one down.
Ooh. There's one cannon galleon down, but that was, but there's no more demos to take them out.
And no more docks.
symbolic now in Imp, grabbing Svan Towers. And that makes defensive buildings stronger for the Georgians. symbolic trying to keep this castle up, but it's tough because she's got... I understand she's trying to keep this up for as long as she can, but she's just kind of delaying. Yeah, and there's the GG. GG from symbolic. Well played from both teams. Again, Cheddar, he just got that eco lead. And then after the eco lead, he got the military lead. And that's game. So it looks like our friends Cheddar and Noah are moving on to the next set within the losers bracket. Unfortunately, that is the second loss for OLAZAIKA and symbolic. So they're now out of the losers bracket. But well played again by both teams. Let's take a quick look at the statistics. So earlier on with the military, it was very touch and go for both teams. It was super close. But the turning point, the key turning point, was Cheddar getting to Imp. And then after Cheddar got to Imp, it was a little bit downhill for symbolic. And again, Cheddar, he's got away with getting that eco. He's getting away with the eco, getting away with a better boom, and it's really showing. It's really driving his late game military.
Yeah, and we could go back to what we said in the beginning. I mean, Georgians is a great civ. It's on the meta. You have lots of options, but when it comes to Navy, I mean, Malay's going up earlier and with great Navy. that's the result.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? And if you're not going water, you have to play land. And if you're not playing land and you're stuck playing water with a civ that's better on water against you, that's gonna put you at a disadvantage. And I think we
Yeah.
did see a little bit of that there. However, like I said, great game by both players. A lot of interesting play. I have to say, Cheddar on the ball, Noah giving that guidance. You know, as soon as he saw the monks, go right into light cav. As soon as he saw the knights, add monks to convert the knights, and get that castle back to refight for water. Excellent stuff. Excellent play by that team there. So overall,
Said players can join voice chat if they are watching. You can come. We are on the live TV. If
we
you
are.
can join, just join another voice channel, and I can bring you here. I don't know if you are watching us.
Yeah. So as BIRA mentioned, if either team is currently watching and wants to jump into the live TV Discord channel on the Hermetica Discord, then feel free to join in. If not, then we can end off here soon. But
they are streaming.
oh, okay. Maybe no, but not sure. Olad and Sira.
Yeah.
Okay, so looks like OLAZAIKA. I kept saying his OLAZAIKA, but that's their team name. But OLAZAIKA and Sira are both streaming, so that's okay. And if Chet and Noah aren't here, then that's also fine. We can only imagine that they're quite happy with the gameplay, with how things went. You know, the boom into military.
Yeah.
And we can raid OLAZAIKA after we finish off here. But before we finish off, thanks so much, BIRA, for co-casting with me. A big thanks to Hypnos. He is a god behind the scenes. He has made all of this happen. He is actively moderating the Twitch channel. He is setting up all of the graphics, all the visuals, currently managing the tournament. So big kudos to Hypnos. We appreciate him. And again, this couldn't happen without him. And thank you to all the viewers who are following and watching along. This is a really fun tournament. And as I said before, I was a participant. It sucks that I got kicked out, but it's still a lot of fun to cast as well. But with that, any final words, BIRA?
Yeah, I love casting this with you, Benito. Thank you, Hypnos. You're right. He's a god behind the scenes here. Man worked so hard for this to happen. So thank you, Hermetica community. It's always a pleasure to be with you. And that's it. I love the game. Actually, I would play kindly like Symbolic with sneaking villagers in and trying to do some shenanigans. But OLAZAIKA team really made their right there. They are solid. They are good civ picking too for the map, so they deserved it.
Yeah, well-deserved wins.
That's it. Thank you, guys.
And one final thank you to Poner of Souls for the maps. Again, great maps, and really interested to see the best of 5 matches, and that's what's to come, guys. We've got some future matches. They're now best of 5s, and if I'm not mistaken, there might be one last best of 3 in there, but I'm sure that there's the best of 5s coming up next, so we'll get to see more maps. And tune in next time, guys. We will begin to raid OLAZAIKA here in one moment. I just need to figure out how to do the raid button here. I might need a little assistance from Hypnos in Mr. Magic Hypnos. But let's see here. He can do it. All right, perfect.
Now. See you, Benito. Thank you.
All right, thanks,
Bye-bye.
guys. And see you next time, guys.